Here with men's hockey coach Bill Moore. Coach, it's been a while since we've had an interview. You guys are off for almost 3 weeks there. Heading into a non-conference weekend, you've got Concordia, Wisconsin, and to kick off the weekend on Friday, and then MSOE on Saturday. Let's talk a little bit about the break. Probably came at the inopportune time to have such a long break, but how do you get the guys ready to go again? It's almost like starting over.
It is like starting over, and it's one of the things that we've emphasized, well, since we've been back. We came back, did 2-a-days for the first 3 days to try to build a conditioning level, then backed off a little bit so that we had some gas left for the weekend when we come back. But if you think about it, we've played 1 game since Thanksgiving, and it happened to be a weekday game at Lawrence. Otherwise, we had our bye weekend the first weekend of December. We can't practice or play after final exams begins, or the week of final exams. So it's really, we've had 1 game since Thanksgiving coming into the 10th and 11th of January.
Let's talk a little bit about preparation now for this weekend. Like you said, you had 2-a-days for a while there. How are the guys holding up, and how are things looking from a conditioning health standpoint heading into the weekend?
Well, from a conditioning side of things, they're looking good. We do a test to see where our conditioning level is, where they have to skate a sequence of things and be done in 50 seconds. And they've got to do it multiple times, and everybody completed that just like they would have if we were going hard. So I'm very excited about where our conditioning level is. Injury-wise, we're not too bad off. The only one that we're out this weekend is Bobby Thompson with a bad back. But health-wise, we've got a lot of guys fighting the flu, and we've had 2 guys missing 1 day and 3 another, and they're just sharing it back and forth. So trying to keep everybody healthy, it has been a challenge, but hopefully everybody will be good to go by the weekend, and more importantly, everybody will be good to go by Bethel next weekend when we start the conference run.
Let's talk about the weekend. You've got Concordia, Wisconsin on Friday, a team St. Mary's has never played before. I'm sure you have a good scouting report on them, and then you've got MSOE, which really has kind of started to fill into a nice rivalry between St. Mary's and them. What can we expect this weekend?
Well, I think the one thing is you find, and Concordia, Wisconsin has gone the route of a lot of the NCHA teams where they have 15 or 16 or 17 Canadian kids. So we'll see a little different style of play, probably more physical than we're used to. But the fact of the matter is, on our big sheet, if we dictate the pace, we can then dictate the physicality of the game as well. So I think the big thing is getting going right at the drop of the puck and not letting them dictate the style of play, but make us dictate that style. As far as MSOE, they've been a top 10 team in the country for the last few years. They're struggling a little bit this year compared to last year in the fact that they've had some injuries and things like that. But they're a very good team, and they'll compete for playoff situations in their conference just like we hope to do in ours.
As you prepare for, you had mentioned Bethel next weekend. These are the last 2 non-conference games, and then it's all conference from here on out. How important are these 2 games in terms of making sure that you're ready for that conference run?
Well, I think the biggest thing is we need to set up some sort of momentum. And, we were going pretty well there. Then we dropped a game to Lawrence that I was pretty disappointed in. But we had a good run going, and we just need to get back on that roll. In the Lawrence game, our penalty kill really let us down, and it was something that was a strength of our season. We were killing it over 90%, and then we give up 4 power play goals in that game. So we've been working a lot on special teams and just trying to get people back on the same page again, and realize that the important part of the season is left.
And your final non-conference weekend kicks off on Friday against Concordia, Wisconsin, and then MSOE on Saturday. Both games 7 o'clock at the St. Mary's Ice Arena. Good luck.
Thank you very much.